All right, let's take a look at some of the protractors that you have available to you within Smart Notebook. One of the protractors is built into the measurement tools as part of Smart Notebook. Usually it's located on the toolbar. If it is not located on the toolbar, when you right click on the toolbar, you have the option to come in here and add these different things to it. And all I do is, like, here's the protractor. I drag the protractor and I put it up here on my toolbar. In our case, it's already here, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. Now, when I pull the protractor out, this protractor is interactive in the fact that if I wanted to, I can move my mouse in the middle here. You notice that I have a crosshairs. That moves the protractor around. If I move the mouse a little further, I can make it larger or smaller. If I go a little bit further, I can now change the angles of which the protractor shows up on the screen. I can also, by clicking on this button, turn this into a full 360-degree protractor. Now, the good use of this protractor is if you already have angles drawn on the screen. So, for example, if I took and I drew some lines on my screen, and once I've drawn the line, I can take my protractor and line it up. I can get my lines on 0. And then I can measure and see what the angle measures on this. So that's one way that you could do that. Another way is if I go into the Gallery tab and I type in the search box, angles. I'm going to get a list of pictures here. I can use all these different pictures if I would like to, or I can click on interactive, and I have several interactive things going on. This interactive projector, the one I'm going to pull out on the screen this time, this is a really good protractor to use, because with this one I can move the protractor around. I can grab my green arrow here and notice that as I'm moving it, it is building the angle. And once I'm done with the angle, I can actually click on the green button and it'll spit out the angle on the screen for me with the degrees already inside of it. If I click on the green arrow on the inside, it changes the direction that that angle is shaped on. And so if I am wanting to just have my students compare the different angles that I have, I can put the angles out on the screen and show them the differences of the sizes and so on. If I wanted to show, for example, here is 180 degrees, I can see the difference between and see what's going on in between it, and I can line them up. So if I wanted to make one that is 60 degrees on this side, so that way it'll give me give me 40 degrees on this side, so it'll give me the correct angle, and I can show students how lining these up creates that straight line of 180 degrees. So there's just different things that you can do with that. Now, if you're wanting to draw straight lines without using the line tool here, you have a ruler option that when I pull a pen out, I can actually draw straight lines on the ruler. I can then move my ruler to change the angle and then take another pen and then draw my angle. So now I have an angle drawn, and this is the instance where I can take the protractor and I can move my protractor around in order to fit the different angles if I wanted to, for example, measure an angle here. So that way I can see this one is measuring. Of course, I drew this upside down, so it's going to be kind of hard to see, but you get the idea of what's going on there.